you all are in for a treat today. This woman is a force. This woman is a force. I was telling her, she's literally the only, I've moderated several panels for Zendesk. She's the only published author. So make sure you get a copy of her book and then you make her sign it, because you can probably sell it on eBay later. So I thank you so much for joining us. And you know, along the topic of storytelling, which is why we're here, I was drawn to you from your story. Google her TEDx if you haven't. Tell us about your story. How did you get into this, and how did you realize that it had such a fierce impact?
So first off, the TEDx. So it was called "I Talk Too Much." I've always been told that as a child, and so that goes back to how all of this started. I realized that I had a gift of storytelling when I was in 5th grade. I was the trouble student, so much so I had a mohawk in school. Judge me later. So I was the trouble student, but I found my safe space in stories. And so my 5th grade teacher, she gave me this book cover with a polar bear on it. And she said, create a story. So I created this story, and I'm using adjectives and verbs are popping. And so she loved the story so much, she shared it with the entire staff. And it was at that moment I knew that even though I was that trouble kid, I had a gift. And I could use this to get favor, you know? So even though I'm failing, this might push me somewhere. This might push me somewhere. And so eventually I got to the place where I noticed that this could be used in corporate. So after graduating high school, college, and getting approved for my TED Talk, I said, what if I can use this same template to get promoted within the company? And I've been working here for almost 2 years at the company I'm in, and I've had 2 promotions since using this strategy. So using the storytelling art, it has really paid off. And now I'm the leader of the ERG in the company. I'm a part of the ideas committee, and I'm sitting with C-suite, having conversations, giving ideas. So that's my story there.
Yeah. Also, she told me, so tell them about getting